Hi you guys, it's Karina. So I am back with another video tutorial on my template 19. Template 19 has been around for many years. It's one of the first templates that I created when I first started out. So just so you know, it looks confusing, but it's not. When I created this template, she was inspired by a peony flower. It's like the first peony flower that I ever attempted to make. And when I was observing peonies, I just noticed, each petal was slightly a little bit different. So I wanted to create a template that the petals were slightly different. Okay. So as you can see here with the petal shapes, they're a little bit different. So with this petal style comes with 4. And then with this petal style, I call this the pointy one because you know what the point is. So there's 4 of those and there's 5 of these. So with this template, it's meant for you to work with both of them. So you're going to get both sets with this template. Okay. So I don't want you to be like, oh, is it 2 separate? No, they come together. Okay. So today we're going to make the largest peony that you can make. Now, if you do have the SVG and you like this flower, but you want to make it smaller, because when I first started out, guys, I used to make very large paper flowers, like 18 inches, 19 inches, 20 inches. But nowadays with shipping and everything, it's very expensive to ship large paper flowers, just because the bigger the box, the more expensive it's going to be. I mean, it's pretty ridiculous. So the nice thing is that if you have the SVG, one of the things that you can do is when you get my SVG and you put in the measurements that I'm telling you to do, because each of these are different, as you can tell, are different. You can just resize them, you guys. Just shrink them down and you can make smaller flowers, if that makes sense, okay? Just play around with it if you have that SVG and just make those petals smaller so that way you can have a smaller template, okay? Just wanted to throw that out there because that's what I do, honestly, with some of my templates, is that, you know what, I don't really want this to be an 18 inch. I want this to be smaller. I just shrink them down on my Cricut Design Space and I am able to make a smaller paper flower, and I just follow the same steps as to how to assemble. So there is another video tutorial on my YouTube channel on another style using the same template if you want to go. Honestly, it's a very simple template to work with, guys. So let's get started. So we are going to be using a couple of petals from this side and a couple of petals from this side. So let's start with the ones that have the 5. So you're going to need the first petal, the second petal, not the third, so put her away, and the 4th and the 5th petal. Okay, so that's from this style petal. Now let's go to the other style petal. You are not going to need the largest one, so put her away, and then you are going to use a 3. So pretty much we're just omitting one of each. Okay, so you are going to need 6 petals of each. Okay, 6 petals of each. It's going to be a lot of cutting. Now, how to prep your petals? Super simple. I already prepped mine because it's a lot of petals. It's a lot of petals. You're going to get a wooden dowel. Okay, so you need something to curl with. You're going to get your petal. Now, it does not matter which way you want your petal to face. I like to do a variety just, to make it a little different. So you're going to curl your petals. You're doing this to all of them. Give them a curl forward. Get your scissors. Now I am working with cardstock 65-pound weight. Okay. So you're just going to cut in the center. You're going to need your glue gun. I am using the Sure Bonder mini detailed glue gun. Typically I use the full size, but since I already had this going on for another project, I got too lazy. But normally I do the full size. And there you go. Okay, so let me do it again. So and honestly, don't do one at a time. Just grab 2 or 3 at the same time and just curl them to save time. So give them a roll. Go in the center. and glue. So like I said, you're gonna do these to all of them, okay? So now remember, there's two different styles because we're going to kind of go switch and back on the order that we're gonna place these petals. So we're gonna start with the first petal. That's gonna be your first layer. Then you're gonna get the second one, which is the second largest from this side. Then you're gonna jump over here and get the third. Go over here and get the fourth. Over here, get this one, okay? And then we're gonna go back to this one. So fifth and sixth, and then this is gonna be your last one, okay? So this is how we are going to layer them to make the paper flower, okay? So pause that so you can see in which order you want it to go. All right, you guys, so let me go ahead and get my petals now that you were able to see how is the way that it's supposed to go. I'm gonna start off with my largest one. Now, hopefully you'll be able to see the whole flower. This is a very large flower, guys, okay? I don't remember roughly, I wanna say roughly 19 inches. I remember when I made hers because I wanted her huge. So grab your first petal, and like with all my other templates, we're gonna start it the same way. A little dot of glue, just a little dot, because remember, if we have to readjust the petals, it'll be very easy for us to lift up that petal. So little dot right here, place the next one, place the next one. I feel like I'm gonna have to readjust. I have a feeling, because I want to make sure, yep, I'm totally gonna have to readjust because I think I started off with the spacing too much, and that's great because I want you guys to see. Okay, so look, see, I don't always do this perfect. I always guess, oh, you always do it right the first time. No, I do not. Okay, do you see that circle? That is funky. We do not want that. So remember I told you, just add a little bit of dot of glue. You're going to lift the petal up, okay, just like that, okay? And let's readjust until you are content or happy with. I think I'm gonna fix this one. I'm telling you, I don't always get it the first time. Okay, I'm happy. So I'm gonna glue, secure that. Just like that, okay? Let's tuck that in. Okay, so now we need to cover our base. So get yourself another paper cardstock. You're gonna cut out a large circle. Okay. Get your glue gun. Now this cardstock is from Michael's, guys. This is part of the Purple Passions pack. And then just press down. Okay. And you want to make it large enough. You don't want to make it small because you want to make sure that it gets all the petals, okay? So there you go. That is the first layer. So go on to the next size. And from here, it's super simple. You're just gonna add glue. And now you're gonna go in between the petals. Super simple. Nope, I think I need more glue. See, this is why I use the full size. Because working with large paper flowers and a small glue gun, yeah, not the greatest combination. But I do like using the full size from Surebonder. That has been amazing. Their full size glue gun. Okay, so there's the second layer. So now we are on to our third layer. And you are going to repeat the same process of adding glue and going in between the petals. And that's pretty much it, you guys. You're just gonna do this until you get to the last layer of petals. So I am going to fast forward this because I mean, like I said, it's pretty repetitive. You're just pretty much repeating the same steps over and over again until you get to those last petals. So I'm gonna speed it up and then I will be right back. All right, you guys, I am back. So I am on to the last petals. For these last ones, I like to give them more of a curl inward. Now, if you want these more closed in, just curl them as, you know, as much as you want them in. Now, and with the first petal, I always add glue to the right side. Well, it depends. See, I'm looking at it this way and it's facing me left. Okay. And then I am adding glue just to that side first, because we're going to tuck that last petal in underneath that one petal. See, super simple, you guys. And again, because this is a large paper flower, if you have the SVG, just shrink the petals down. Okay, shrink them down so you can make smaller ones. Okay, so we're on to our last one. So I am tucking this one in because I did not add glue to the bottom over here. So, all right, guys, sorry, phone shut off. My battery died. So the flower is assembled. She is ready to go. So now the most important thing is a floral center. So I'm going to give you a couple of options. So originally I typically just do a typical pom-pom center, and I did use my marigold image from Cricut Design Space. Okay, so this image is called marigold from Cricut Design Space. I have a couple, I think I want to say, tutorials on here on my YouTube channel on how to make this pom, but it pretty much is that marigold image. And I just cut out 3 strips of it, and I made the pom-poms, and I just did 2 different colors. I did white, purple, and then white. Okay, so that's an option. That's typically my go-to, but if you want something kind of more quick and easy, you can just always do one of these flat centers. This is my pink center 2. And then see how cute, you can just add that in the center. And then you guys know me, I love bling, so you can add a cute little gem in the center. So also, just a reminder, I have started selling embellishment gems on my website on www.ariellesedesigns.com. I'll have them linked down below. I have a couple of packs because I always get asked, where do I get my embellishments? So now you can get them right from my website. You guys know me, I'm always using embellishments. So that's an option. Or you can use the same center, you guys, and just kind of like do a couple of them and kind of curl the little pistils or whatever you want to call them inward if you want more of a fuller look, and then just add another gem in the center. That's also another option. Okay, so you don't have to just stick with one center, because like I said, this is my go-to, but you can do whatever you would like. Okay, so I hope you found that helpful. Again, template 19, pink center 2, And then if you're interested in this one, this is from Cricut Design Space, and that is called the Marigold Image. It looks like an orange pom-pom, and I just enlarged it, and I just did 3 of them and just assembled them and made this cute little pom. Okay, so if you have any questions, you could either message me on Instagram or my email, ariellesedesigns@gmail.com. You can message me there. And if you are interested in any of my templates, you can visit www.ariellesedesigns.com. All my templates are on there, on that website, along with the gems and leaf centers, or my Etsy. Just FYI though, my Etsy, not everything is on there. If you're interested in PDF hard copy and SVG, that's all on my template website, www.ariellesedesigns.com. So I will chat with you guys later, and yeah, bye.